And before I introduce our solutions, let me do briefly introduce about our company. Huidu was founded in 2009 and has a history of 16 years now. At the beginning, we only has one product, about a single and color product. And at the following of 8 years, we have continuously launched the asynchronous device like 4-color playback box, and the establishment of the cloud platform and construction of the domestic sales and customer service support. At 2018, we launched our first synchronous device. We call this video processor. At 2020, we began to study the direction of LCD commercial display and launched the first device, LCD motherboard. So until now, our Huidu company is first at the field of integrated LED and LCD control system. Also, we support most complete product series in the industry. We call this Huidu hardware and software ecology. Just like shown here, we have four solutions about this. First, like exhibition show, command center, cultural entertainment, and advertising solutions. And on the one hand, in the software, we support HD player, HD set, HD show for the PC to use. And still in the mobile phone, we support LED art. And we also have the platform to use. This is free. And as you can see in this PowerPoint, we have 4 products line. The first one is video processing, and in this we have video process. We have media server. We have the big sender device. This is used for synchronous device. And the second one is LED control system. Is like some receiving cars like R708. And the third one is asynchronous controller. Like there is the most popular use C6L, A6L. And the third one is running text controllers. Also, we can call this monochrome control device. It's mainly used for the single and double color. And the last one is our LCD control system. So based on these solutions, we have over 40 engineers in the headquarters technical support team, and we have 30 local branch office. There are more than 8 engineers in China. Also, over sales, we have overseas local country engineers as well. They are available in India, Vietnam, Indonesia, Egypt, Turkey, and Pakistan already. So, and in the future, we are still plan to hire more local engineers there. And about the R&D team, we are now have over 120 engineers in our center headquarters and Changsha R&D office. This is most focused on complete to increase product competitiveness. So our R&D team now is getting stronger and stronger. And the picture shows here is our product line, like some testing room or the R&D team office. And we have invest about over $1 million in our R&D equipment, and there are over 200 square meters R&D testing room and over 500 square meters R&D production agent testing room. Same way about all of our products. We have complete certificate qualification of products, and the certification like CCC, FCC, or CE, or you can just check this picture We support many of these certifications. And until now, our Huidu products are widely used and popular all over the world, and they are sold to more than 104 countries and regions. So, after my briefly introduce about company, now let's start to learn 5 solutions of Huidu controllers. But before I introduce this, there are still 3 demands that our clients are faced now. As you can see, the demand one is the screen of the module of the screen space is getting smaller and smaller. That's totally require our customer needs high resolution and clearly image quality. And this scenario many used in common and monitor center, video conferences, and other event venues. And the second demand is some LED screen is very far away from our customer control room. So how to control all this device remotely is another challenge. And the last demand is that in some scenarios like hotel lobby, bank, or transportation, some customers they will use LED and LCD display by mixed. So is there a way to manage all of the control system is another challenge to overcome as well. So based on this demands, that means Huidu has gave 5 control solutions, just shows here. The first one is over 4K control solution. The second one is 4K control solution and high definition synchronous control solution, small screen synchronous control solution, and LCD control solution. Now let's talk about the solution one. And in this case, that means over 4K LED display, and there are more than 60 million pixels. In the case like this, we generally need to use 3 devices and 1 software. We need to use MS series multimedia server and the splicing video processor and the CTA sound central control, and 1 software is our C2 software. So now we just have a look about this whole procedure, and in this case, we need to use 1 MS media server as our host control system, and then we connect this host server to the multiple media server, and then we connect them to one switch. That means they can detect in one internet segment. And now the host control server will transmit the 4K signal to the multiple media server, and which will receive this 4K signal transmitted to the multiple splicing video server. That's we call VP8000M. And this device will receive this signal and transmit it to the LED internet port and display it on our LED ultra large screen. And this is how it works in the whole process. Of course, if you have another electric device like curtain, the electric curtain, the AC, or projector, you can also connect this device to our center control and just use one PID, one tablet to realize visualization control system. That means we can use one tablet to manage all of our devices. So this is a case that are more than 60 million pixels. Now let's talk about the second one. Still over 4K, but the resolution of the whole screen is more than 17 million, less than 60. In this case, we just need to use 1 media server and 1 splice video processor is enough. So the transmission is same. We just use 1 MS4 sound server as our host control system, and then this device will transmit the signal to our VP8000, and then the APU8000 receive the signal. It will transmit to our receiving card and display it on our huge screens. Also, in this environment, if you have another device besides the electric device, if you have some LCD multi-screen, you can also connect to our central system to use the PIDE to realize visualization control. And the third one is over 4K, but the resolution is just around 8K. For this case, we are more recommend you to use one media server to connect some pieces of T16 sender to achieve pixel-to-pixel resolution display. And about the device, more parameters we will talk about in later. Just shows here. This is all of our overfocus solution device list. Like it shows in the table, the multimedia servers we now have MS4000, MS2000, and the control software we have C2 or C2 Cloud. And the video splicer we have VP8000M. Of course, the loading capacity of this device are different. So, which one you use, this depends on your screen. Of course, we will give you the professional recommendation. So, about the more details about this software, I don't elaborate here. So if you need, maybe we can talk later about these details. So let's just continue. And here is some information about our control software, C2 or C2 Cloud. Different media server we have the corresponding software like MS1000 we need to use HD Show C1, and MS2000 we need to use C2 Cloud like this. And the left side is our interface of our media server, and here is give an example of our MS4000. We can look, and of course the resolution support is very big. So there are some 4 advantages about a media server. They are powerful. We have talked about this. This is very powerful, and the signal transmission is daily, and they support infinite layers. That means the windows is rich. Of course, use one PIDE to realize the visual master control is very cool. So these are some advantages about our media server. And now let's introduce about our video splicer series. We call VP8000, and we have 4 types about this as well right now. What's the feature about this device? I think the main feature about this is that the signal input board or output, this is detachable. That means you can customize it. For example, the input about this, we can choose DP, DVI, or HDMI, both okay. And the output, this board are also detachable. And the difference about the cabinet specification is that the loading capacity is different. Yeah, we can check the table here. And next, this is our choosable the subcards. Yes, like the left side is the input cards. There are many types. We can choose this is a diversal, and the output is same. Not only the network, we can also output the signal like HDMI or DVI, both okay. So about the VP8000, the feature about this is also it supports signal, it's real-time pre-supervision, and it supports multi-screen layout. And here is the device we call this central control CD800. And this device is the key to realize the visualization control, because you can connect all of the device to this one. Just make sure all of the device access to the same internet segment. And this device is free programming and control all devices. And here is just some application scenarios of our 4K. So let's skip today. About the over-focus solution, and the summary about this is that it's ultra high resolution sign and support creative display and immersive application about this. And now it's a solution 2. It's for 4K solution. I still divided them into 3 parts. The first is traditional synchronized 4K, and synchronous and asynchronous dual model. And the last one is for some spatial shift screen. The first one is our traditional synchronized 4K solution. In this case, we are literally just use one video processor, and then we just collect the signal for like the HDMI or PC, and then this device will process all of the signal and then transmit it to the internet output. So here is briefly. This is a briefly process about this device. And this is our new product, like 2-in-1 controller. We also call this video processor, and this is biggest video processor until now. And this device VP4060 the loading capacity can up to 26 million pixels. It's very huge, and it can support 6 Windows display, have 5 HDMI interface and 1 DP interface. Also, this one supports 16 sign preset and cores. And this is another synchronized device. We call this the T16. The main feature about this device is that it supports true 4K pixel to pixels, and the loading capacity about this device can up to 8.8 million pixels. And another feature about this one can support cascade. So if you use the T16 with our media server, you can use 1 or 2, even 4 together to realize the cascade display. And this is a new production, MS2000 media server, and we upgrade the interface about this. And in the old one, the size of this is big, and now we scale its size, and of course we improve the quality about it. And this one can support the loading capacity can up to 17.6 million pixels. Of course, it support 4K pixel to pixel. And there are a scenario that's how to use the MS server and our T16. Like this, we just connect the 2 big center T16 connect to this media server, and then we can achieve pixel to pixel 4K resolution display. Of course, this device, all of this big device is very ultra high cost effectiveness, and right now it's almost 50% of the competitors' equivalent product price. These are some scenarios that we use this video processor, like some whole LED screen or immersive curved screen. Immersive screen. And here is the video processor device list. As you can see in this table, and the biggest one is the VP4020. The loading capacity can up to 26 million. And the main difference about this device is also the loading capacity. Besides this, the window layers is also different. Like someone maybe can support up to 6 windows, but some just support 1 or 2. And and the other parameters, I think there is not too much difference. So if you want to know more about the details about this device, you can contact us. And the second solution by this is dual model solution. That means this device can support synchro and asynchro together. And the typical device of this is we call A8. A8. It's the biggest device of now can support the dual model, and the loading capacity of this can up to 3840 by 2160 pixels, and it also supports pixel to pixel playback. This is we call A8. And here is another device we call H4K. And the main typical of this device is this one supports synchronous and asynchronous playback with video processor. It can realize the synchronous device to async. That means we can remote to control video processors. And also we have a new product we call H8. And the main feature about this, I think there are 3 new features. That's the first one is this support optical fiber. Optical fiber that's you can to control the LED screen by long distance. And the second one is that it can install the third-party APK directly because it's the Android system, so you can install your own APK. And the third one is that it can support cascade to use. It supports cascade. And the loading capacity of this device can up to 5.2 million pixels and has 8 gigabit network. And there is a scenario of how we use the H8. And this is here a typical conference application scenarios. Of course, about all of this device, we have the corresponding software. And for example, the HD player is used for the Windows system, and we support use the cloud platform. And about our mobile phone, we have the LED art. And the system about this device is Android, so you can install your own APK here. And here is dual model focus solutions. In this table, we can have look the main difference about this device is, of course, is loading capacity. Like the A8, it can up to 10 million, but like H8, it only can up to 5 millions. And besides the H8 and H0, it supports the optical fiber and other features. I think there is not too much difference. So if you want to know more about details about this device, we can have a contact later. And yes, here is some scenario used the H8 case. It's outdoor or some indoor, both okay. And the second one is some scenarios that's for the special shaped screen. Yeah, according to this, we launched new products like mini video processor we called KV series, and the corresponding receiving card we call this K12 or K08. And these 2 types is mainly used for some special shaped screen, like showed in the left side. We can look. And the main feature about this, the first one is these 2 devices support visual debugging, and we can free rotate of the cabinet or module. And the third one is, of course, the different feature is that it support the blank area is not counted in the load. So if you use the K series, it can saving more receiving cards. And the fourth one is this device support engineering lock. And here are some scenarios of how we use this type cards. And here, like this is a karaoke sign. So we use the mini processor. And this is our video processor about some small loading capacity here. And we can say same the main difference about this loading capacity. And maybe some, of course, there are some input port. The single input is also different. Like the VP series is may say support the VGA or DVI, but others may do not support this. And yeah, other features, so I don't elaborate here as well. And now let's go to the solution three is high definition asynchronous solution. And in this scenario, it means the resolution above screens are more than 65,000 pixels. And the typical device of this is A6L. About this, for example, we take A6L, for example, the loading capacity of this is can up to 2.6 million pixels. Also, this device is dual model. Devices support synchronous and asynchronous. And another feature is that this one supports cascade. So if you can use this device for cascade some post screen as well. And here are some advantages about this one. Like I said, it supports HDMI multi-screen splicing and support wireless projection and 5G communication and shortcut keys. Also, it supports USB 3 point. And here is our new product. We just launched this year. We called the B8L. B8L. And this one, the device, its loading capacity can up to 1.2 million pixels. And the number of this device, it can support to 14 units. And the total screen it can up to 5.2 million pixels. Yeah, this is the new production. And here are the scenarios of how we use this device. For example, we can just connect the B8L by HDMI cable and it will cascade all of the screen automatically. Of course, if your screen is some shift screen, you can also use this. It supports multiple units spliced at any angle. And here is some dual mode player device list. In this, we can say some different about the parameters like B8L and B6L. These two types can support cascade, and the main feature is that the cascade is automatically, and also the loading capacity is different. And here are some sign we used A6L like in a meeting room or outdoor. And also here are some screen case. We used the B6L or A6L. And the solution, the fourth solution is I'm talking about is about the small screen synchronous display. And in this case, the screen resolution are generally is less than 650,000 pixels. And I divided this case to two little as well. It's one I call the lamppost screen resolution, and the other is LED banner screen resolution. And for the first one, lamppost screen resolution. In this, we are more recommend you to use the cloud form system because literally this type of screen are installed in the street and is very far from our control place. So for this, we are more prefer to use the 4G modules, make this device connect to internet, and then we just use our phone or our PC to control it by remotely. And this is a procedure how it works. So we can have a brief look here. And This is another device we call the CXL. Of course, this one I think is the most popular uh, device in our asynchronous. And the loading capacity of this is can up to 650,000. And there are 12 hub 7 ports on the board. And in this case, besides the main car, there are also many other accessories you need to choose. Like if you want to control it by remote, so you need to choose maybe a 4G module. And of course, we support the RF module. This is used for the time correction. And we have the K524 sensor. This for the remote control the power control. Also, we have many sensor here, light sensor. Here is a real case that used this solutions. We use a device with our cloud platform to achieve this like this. And the second solution about this is LED banner screen solution. In these solutions, we are more recommend you to use our mobile phone app LED Art because the screen in this solution is very small, generally speaking. So you can just use the phone to send your program or control your program. That will be more easy and convenient. And here is a small LED screen synchronous control list. Of course, we have launched a new generation we call the C16H. This is a new generation. And the main difference about this with 16L is that this one we have 16 port right now, and it can support HDMI signal, but this is optional function. And other features are not too much different. Of course, same if you have more want to know the details about them, we can contact after this. And here are some small LED synchronous display project case, like in the community info screen, in the airport aid screen, or some car advertising screen. We both use this small cars. Besides this sending car, we also launched the Huidu receiving cars. We call this R series. And here are the appearance by them. We have R78, R712, R716. Of course, the main difference is the hub part on the board is different. So how to use it depends your real screen. And the last one is the last solution is our LCD commercial display solutions. And the same in LCD control system, we are more recommend you to use the cloud platform. Just make sure your motherboard connect internet by 4G or network cable or Wi-Fi both okay, because use the cloud platform to control remotely is very easy and convenient. And here is some our controller. So as you can see, the model here are many. So how to recognize this? There are three main differences about this. First one is the system is different. Like the Android system, we have now range from Android 7 to Android 14 right now. Also, the display interface is also different. Some of them maybe just support the Web1, but some of them are support HDMI, LVDS, DP. Except this, and the main control platform, the chip is also different. So how to choose the motherboard? Also, this depends on your requirement. According to the LCD platform, we also launched the corresponding software ecology. And in the mobile phone, we can use LED art. And in the Windows system, we can use the LCD player. And in the remote control, we can use cloud platform. Also, we can support use Google Play GMS. And in this, we can also use our mobile phone LED to send a program or to control the device. We support two models, AP or station. And here are some scenarios that we use the LCD motherboard. Like we can see here some transportation, some smart retail or commercial display. And the use is very wide. Of course, in some bar screen, some square screen, circle screen, we use this as well. Besides all of this device, we also have some optional accessories for our controller. For example, you need the sensor to detect the temperature or humidity. You can choose the sensor or some GPS module, some gravity induction or remote control. This will all support all these available sensors. And this is for the LED controller. We support the brightness sensor and optical fiber cable or 4G modules. So in the end, let's review all of these five solutions again. And right now in our Huidu, we support five solutions, but this one is our 4K solution, and second is 4K solution, and the high definition synchronous solution, and a small screen synchronous solution. And the last one is LCD solutions. Uh, at, at the last, so we believe that only by continuous innovating and developing new products, solutions, we can better to create value for our customer, and then we can go further. That's all. So this is the topic I want to share today. So, thank you.